Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever caught yourself daydreaming about trading in those gray skies and endless winters for your very own Mediterranean escape, well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're diving into the ultimate gateway for finding your absolute dream home on the sun-drenched Costa Blanca. We're going to unpack exactly how to navigate the Spanish real estate market, all through the lens of one of its top agencies, Veromar Deluxe.
So, looking for your dream home in Spain? That simple but incredibly powerful question is exactly where our journey begins today. Millions of us fantasize about year-round sunshine and just a more relaxed pace of life. But taking that leap across international borders, that can feel completely overwhelming. You've got language barriers, unfamiliar foreign property laws, endless red tape. It's honestly enough to stop a dream right in its tracks. But today, we're looking at how to totally bypass all that stress.
Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The Mediterranean Dream. 2. Meet Veromar Deluxe S.L. 3. Exploring the Costa Blanca. 4. Your perfect property match. And finally, 5. Your next steps. Let's jump right into Section 1, the Mediterranean Dream. Before we get into the nitty-gritty logistics, we really need to talk about the lifestyle that draws so many international buyers to Spain in the very first place. It's not just about bricks and mortar, it's a total lifestyle shift. Their materials feature a beautiful quote that perfectly translates to, "Imagine waking up every day in the home of your dreams, a space designed exclusively for your well-being and happiness." And that right there is the core emotional promise of the Mediterranean lifestyle. We're talking slower mornings, stunning vistas, and fundamentally prioritizing your quality of life. Moving on to Section 2, Meet Veromar Deluxe S.L. To actually make this dream a reality without facing those usual international buying hurdles, you really need a trusted local concierge. And that brings us to a massive number, over 1,500. That's the sheer volume of distinct properties currently sitting in their portfolio, cementing Veromar Deluxe S.L. as the absolute premier agency in town. When you've got access to over 1,000 listings, you aren't just settling for whatever happens to be left over. You are actively choosing exactly what fits your personal vision. So who exactly is Veromar Deluxe S.L.? Essentially, they're a prestigious real estate agency specializing in exclusive properties right on the Costa Blanca. But the crucial takeaway for you is how they operate. They offer this highly personalized, totally transparent service and support at every single stage of the transaction. They aren't just trying to sell you a house, they're providing a tailored concierge experience specifically designed for the international buyer. They are literally holding your hand from that very first online search all the way to the final signature at the notary. Now, let's be honest. One of the biggest friction points for overseas buyers is the language barrier. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to sign complex real estate contracts in a language they don't fully understand. So, to ensure complete comfort and transparency, their portal and all their services are fully localized across a massive range of global languages. Whether you're most comfortable in Spanish, English, German, French, Dutch, Russian, Arabic, or Chinese, you can navigate the complexities of Spanish real estate in your preferred language. That is a total game changer for your peace of mind. Let's dive into Section 3, Exploring the Costa Blanca. It's one thing to say you want a house in Spain, but the Costa Blanca is incredibly geographically diverse. You've really got to know what kind of environment speaks to you. Do you crave that vibrant beachfront energy of places like Benidorm and El Campello, where you can literally step out your front door onto warm sand? Or maybe you prefer the tranquil, elevated mountain breezes up in La Nucia and Palop. First-line beachfront living gives you that immediate, walkable sea access, while a serene mountain view retreat offers deep peace, privacy, and some seriously dramatic rocky landscapes just a short drive inland. And these diverse property types map perfectly onto the different zones of the coast. If you're hunting for a modern penthouse or an apartment with a bustling, energetic coastal vibe, you'll want to focus on Levante and Poniente. If you want more of an established resort community feel, think spacious villas and bungalows, the Calpe urbanizations are going to be right up your alley. Or if you head a bit inland to La Nucia or Polop, you'll find these sprawling fincas, authentic chalets, and large building plots wrapped in absolute mountain serenity. There really is a perfect little pocket for every single preference out there. Which brings us to Section 4, Your Perfect Property Match. So with all these amazing options spread across such a varied coastline, how do you actually narrow down your search without getting totally overwhelmed? Well, their platform elegantly simplifies the whole hunt into 3 super logical steps. Step 1, choose your property type, whether that's a cozy apartment, a sprawling detached villa, or a traditional townhouse. Step 2, select your location based on those distinct coastal or mountain vibes we just talked about. And step 3, define your price range. By structuring the search exactly this way, what could be a daunting international property hunt suddenly feels like a total breeze. Speaking of price ranges, you can easily filter your search across incredibly diverse budget brackets. Whether you're a first-time investor looking for something up to 150,000 euros, somewhere in that middle sweet spot between 150 to 650,000, or you're browsing the absolute luxury tiers well over €1,000,000, Veromar has it all meticulously categorized. This ensures there's a definitive match for entry-level buyers and luxury connoisseurs alike.
To put this into a real-world perspective, let's look at your actual buying power. You can snag a highly accessible, gorgeous sea view apartment in Gandia for around 186,000 euros. Bump that up to 260,000, and you can step into a much more spacious 3-bed apartment in La Manga. And if you're hunting for something highly premium, a frontline townhouse right on the plaza in El Campeo is listed at around 537,000 euros. Seeing these tangible examples really helps ground your expectations, right? And then, of course, there's the true top end of the market. 1,560,000 euros. For those seeking the ultimate luxury investment, this price point unlocks phenomenal properties. We're talking things like a stunning 6-bedroom, 450 square meter villa in La Nucia. Imagine sprawling outdoor terraces, state-of-the-art modern amenities, and just unparalleled privacy. It brilliantly showcases the absolute pinnacle of Costa Blanca living and just how flexible this housing market really is.
Now, beyond just price and size, imagine actually being able to filter a real estate search by your dream view. Well, you can do exactly that here. Whether you want to gaze out at the sparkling Mediterranean Sea, the rugged mountains, a bustling cityscape, lush green golf courses, or even protected national park panoramas, you can lock that specific vista in. It guarantees that when you finally make this massive lifestyle shift, you're waking up to exactly the scenery you have always wanted.
Let's wrap things up with Section 5, your next steps.
We've seen the dream, we've explored the distinct regions, and we've crunched the hard data. So what is the clear path forward if you're seriously considering making this move? Your practical next steps are beautifully simple. First, browse those 1,500 plus daily updated listings. Second, and honestly, this is a total game changer for international buyers, utilize their 360-degree virtual tours and detailed property videos. You can actually walk through these homes without having to book an expensive, time-consuming flight. Then just reach out to their multilingual team via phone, email, or WhatsApp to get that full transaction accompaniment from start to finish. As their global community is often reminded, the journey to your new home in the Mediterranean starts right here. It's all about taking that very first structured step with a dedicated team that actually understands your unique needs as an international buyer. They make sure your transition is as sunny and bright as the Spanish coast itself.
So having explored the incredible breadth of the Costa Blanca through this explainer, from those bustling, vibrant beachfronts of Benidorm to the deeply serene mountain retreats of La Nucia, I'm going to leave you with this thought to kick off your own journey. When you close your eyes and picture your perfect Mediterranean escape, what type of property are you actually standing in? Let that specific vision guide your very first search. Thanks so much for joining me today, and hey, happy house hunting.